Alright, welcome back. It is Beer League back here with part 3 of our video guide for our 3.17 Arch Nemesis Cyclone Slayer with Shockwave. We're going to go ahead and do some map clears here. Nothing too fancy, just had a couple things to showcase. If there are other things that folks would like to see, certainly I will go ahead and do that for them. I did not have a rare feared prepped for folks today, so if you'd like to see that, let me know. We can definitely take a look at that. But we are going to be doing just a couple of quick things. We'll be doing a quick map clear of Cemetery here. It's fairly nasty mods, but it's whatever. We'll do some Elder bosses here, and then we'll do a... we can do the Elder, too, just for funsies. And not that that's a really good showcase. And we'll do a quick Sirus as well, just to showcase the build. One thing to note is the DPS will be a little bit lower on the bosses, because I'm not going to go ahead and bother to swap out gloves. But when we do the Elder and Sirus, I'll go ahead and swap out gloves, because there's no reason to have the Explode mod and Temporal Chains from Athnaths. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Well, we don't need these. Let's go ahead and dump those back into the stash. I'll go ahead and do Cemetery. We've got Ambush. We've got Harbinger for no apparent reason. We'll go ahead and throw Eater of Worlds on there as well. This is not going to be something where I'm going to re-record it, so it's very possible that at some point during the video here, I die on a boss. It is what it is. It's a softcore build, and we'll just go ahead and roll with it. Let's go ahead and check our buffs. Everything is up. We'll go ahead and leave it in Sand Stance for now, and then we'll go ahead and swap to our other stance as we get to the bosses. Let's go ahead and clear our Harbinger pack here.
My spirits are spent.
And just keep going. Diviners. Okay. Just kind of doing it as I would normally do the map. I'm not really trying to speed run anything here. Got Ice Nova. Okay, get away from that. Spin back in. Got Patient there for the couple of C. I didn't really see anything else of note in there. Okay, Harbinger done. Strongbox. Steel Infuse, let's see. Basic currency is kind of okay, but it's map boss, duplicated. We'll take that. Gotta be a little careful with all the mods that you can pick up out of that. Cartographer's Chisels. Okay, keep clearing around here. Yeah, with some of the Eater of World nodes, you do have to be a little bit careful as to what you're doing with them, just based on how much potential damage they can add. That looked like a detonator box. The operative strong box there. Okay. We'll go kill the boss and then we'll come back out here. Scarabs. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and swap. Drop the totems. Okay, delete them. Swap back. That's detonate. Watch out there. We don't... Athnaths is not as good as what the old Explode mod on the chest used to be, so you do have to be careful. You'll definitely die if you are running around with the DD boxes. Okay. Throw all this junk in the stash real quick. Alright, let's go kill some Elder bosses here. Can't do the Maven Witness because she already witnessed all these, but there might be one that I can throw the Maven Witness on. We'll say just to showcase it. I will say, if you're watching this and thinking this is what happens with like a 100C budget, this is definitely a significantly higher budget than 100C. I've been playing this build all League, and I really haven't had insane luck this League. I played a moderate amount, I would say, just kind of mapping and earning the currency that way. It's been fairly good. fairly good build. So, we'll just go ahead and boss rush this. Let's go ahead and... I don't care about flash charges here, do I? It's a showcase. Well, we can do this. Let's go get the flash charges this way. Okay, that'll do it. And a map. Look at that. Another map. Look at us go. Oh. Didn't actually realize that there was a separate arena here. Just forget about that.
I can't do this just yet.
Just in case. Drop that. Oh, I thought you already opened the portal, Mr. Elder. Okay. Oops. Okay. Put down one totem. We're gonna blast Blood Rage here when he spawns. Oh, too early. Alright. Phase 1. Oh! I got slammed. So apparently, look out for the slam. Wasn't paying any attention. I thought he was dead. I got slammed after he died. That was fun. Okay. Dead again. Pop it all. They heal because of the Atlas passive trees. Yep, and another slam got me. I feel like that slam is doing more damage. I didn't bother to look at the mods on this map, so it certainly could be an extra damage, We'll take a look at it after we kill him. So he's down. And this guy is going to go ahead and teleport into Ridiculous Phase. There's definitely like 4 damage mods on this map, maybe 2 or 3. Alright. Oh, double fragment. Let's look at... Alright, let's see the mods on the map. Increased damage, physical added is fire. Nothing else too big. It's 2 damage mods that multiply each other. Like I said, it's not a hugely tanky build, but you should have enough DPS to kill stuff right away. So let's go ahead and do another one here. Swap back to Sand Stance. Okay. Oh, we could do a Harvest here to just showcase what's going on. Harvest.
This way,
None of those
Exile.
are any good.
We need not the fruit, just the juice.
Okay, we'll clear them all first. Caster physical. None of those are any good.
My spirit is spent.
Oh. And we are getting slammed. Slam-a-jammed there. That was my bad. I probably should have noticed the slam. Just playing badly.
Kill it, Exile, quickly.
Oh, get out. Grasping Vines. There's another slam there. Attack life. These are exactly the same. I guess that one has more.
I can't do this just yet.
Okay. Alright, nothing we care about. We can throw this on the belt. Why not, right? Just to showcase what I would be doing normally under these circumstances. Trying to craft that that vice that's actually usable. Instead of trying to speed run through it. Physical, we don't really have anything we're looking for. Again, nothing that we're really looking for. I don't really care about the master missions there. Since I'm almost done with the league here. Alright, and keep clearing through. And if you really don't like the one-shots, you can certainly gear it in a different way, where instead of taking Purity of Elements, you take Determination. as your other 50% aura alongside Pride, and that will make you significantly more tanky. Frenzied. And that certainly adds a lot. However, you need to make that decision while you're gearing the build up, because otherwise you're going to be in a situation where you're down 100 res due to Purity not being available for you, and you're going to wonder what happened. So it kind of depends on if you mind taking a death or two along the way. If you don't mind, then yeah, you're good to go with this style of build. I do like Purity just for the mapping reasons of it. It makes mapping significantly more effective. And I don't think, yeah, I don't have enough res to swap right away. I could certainly swap to another belt, and I'd be good to go if I wanted to do Determination. But both are fine. Just realize if you go Determination, Freeze and Shock are both something that you'd probably want to consider having ailment immunity for. Ignite can kind of be leached through without huge issues. Okay. Phase 2. No, nope. I thought he was going to go up and I was going to delete him. That didn't want to work.
My spirit is spent.
Slam? Slam a gemma? Yeah, okay. I actually dodged the slam. Look at me go. Okay, we get away from that. Bye-bye. Oh, there's the Maven invite. We can do this if you guys want to see it. Yeah, we'll roll it. Roll it better than that.
I can't do this just yet.
Cool. I might as well do it during the video here. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Which one is Maven? Okay, Maven has not witnessed this guy, so let's go ahead and do this one then. And then we'll roll that. So for this build, the things that really mess with your DPS on the Maven invites are the reduced critical strike damage, which that one has, and physical damage reduction. If it has both of those, you don't want to run the map. One of them you can definitely do it, but it won't be a good showcase of the build. So we'll go ahead and we'll roll it to be as much DPS as we can get on it for them. We'll probably die once or twice to them, but yeah, they're not super dangerous. We got another harvest here. Look at this, and we'll do it. Cold fire is nothing good here.
Put down the sword.
Don't see any slamma-jammas here, so I should be good to go. No, didn't see any slamma-jammas. And maybe I'll do one of these maps with, or I can do one afterwards with the different gloves to showcase what Adznass actually does. Is there something now? Is there one more? Two more, one more. Got unique, div card. Oh, those are both terrible. Holy. Some harvest mobs are just very dangerous overall. Very overtuned. Unique forged div cards. Actually, that's decent. We don't care about that. If you're trying to min-max all this stuff, you certainly can. Fossils. We can do fossils. Why not? Metallic is Garbo. Oils, essences, oh, what? Wow. That was extremely unfortunate there. Silly mods. Okay.
My spirit
We'll
is
just leave
spent.
it go. I don't care about the rest of that stuff in there. Didn't see him while I was checking harvest nodes. We're not going to bother to go back in there. I don't know if
I
those
can't
were...
do this just yet.
They look like Elder mods, but the way that they hit, the thing almost one-shot me with a projectile there. I hate this map. I should have picked a different one. I have like 100 of these maps. I just picked them at random that were T16. While this is actually a decent map for this build due to the size of the corridors, I just dislike the map. Always pick up the Emperor's luck. You never know what you're going to get, right? I know what I'm going to get. Armorer's scraps, if I'm being totally honest. Garbage. Garbage. Okay, so Maven is witnessing this. You won't really notice a difference with her witnessing it or not. It does have physical damage reduction, so it might take a little bit longer to kill it since we're 100% physical here. We're gonna go ahead and save our Val. Okay, he's dead.
The void protects its children.
So he's dead again.
Throttle or strangle.
So typically in this situation, you want to try and kill the one that is Maven witnessed because she doesn't buff the other one. Whoa! What was that? An ignite or a bleed or something? What did I pick up? I don't need that. Alright. Back to the hideout. Here we go. And then we were going to do this one too. And again, you know, for any of this kind of stuff, if you really want to do a showcase where, like, you know, if I roll everything with no damage mods and all that stuff, yeah, you're not going to take the deaths. But when you roll it in, or when you don't look at it and you don't really care, you'll probably take a death every now and again, and it's totally fine. Like, haven't had any issues leveling up with the build. If you're doing extremely hard content on softcore with a build like this, you can definitely expect to die, you know, once a map or something like that. If you're doing things that are super damage mods or 100% delirious, things like that, you're probably going to die during the map unless you play it perfectly. It's certainly possible to play it perfectly and not die. And you could go 30, 40 maps without it.
I can't do this just yet.
If you're looking to level on this build, Harbingers on like T16, Alk, and Go is very, very viable. Again, it just popped there for minus max res and extra physical damage as lightning. I think there was also a damage increase totem nearby. Yeah, there was. But again, you know, it depends on how you play the build. You can certainly play it more defensively. Determination's not a bad call. Leveling to 100 is certainly viable. You just have to change certain things about it. But I've done all content with the build deathless. I've also done all of them using all 6 portals. It kind of just depends on, you know, map mods and all that stuff, but it's definitely viable. You need to pay attention when you're playing it for sure. If you want to face tank determination instead of purity of elements, for sure. But again, different gearing process. I tend to prefer the purity of elements route. Alright, so we can roll this for the Twisted, do that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and do our Elder, and we'll do our Sirus, and we'll call it done. Seeing the build die a million times. Okay, what were we gonna do? We're gonna roll this, right? Avoid elements, projectiles. We don't want reduced damage. Temp chains, vulnerability, suppress. Yeah, that's kind of whatever. We can do that.
Godslayer.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and swap out our gloves for this. No reason to gimp our DPS with temp chains. So again, because if we got temp chains, we can't hit Assassin's Mark, which is big. Might take a death here. We'll see. Should be able to fairly reliably delete them pretty quickly.
Give yourself to the void.
I can't do this just yet.
Time to up the stakes. Twin terrors. Another challenge. Now resist my entropy.
Where is he? There he is. Goodbye.
Until next time.
Fairly simplistic there.
Repeat my challenge. Gather more combatants.
I believe in traveling light.
We'll pick him up just for sake of picking him up. Alright, and that's what most of the rare invites honestly end up looking like at the end of the day. Get out. Alright, we'll do an Elder. We can let Maven witness him. Why not? Doesn't really change anything for this fight. It makes the end phase slightly more annoying depending on how things go, but overall, it's not a huge deal.
Mortal flesh is so fallible.
Alright, back to the AoE here. Sand stance. Touch portals that die. Don't even get to build up any frenzy charges.
Of my might.
Do too much damage.
Mortal flesh is so fallible.
And it might have been a case where if I bothered to swap gloves on the Guardian fights, that I wouldn't have taken the deaths because of how much increased damage I got with those gloves versus Abznats. But you never know. It is what it is. Like I said, software, don't really mind taking a death when I'm doing that kind of stuff. I really only mind taking deaths when I'm trying to level actively. And if that's the case, I'd say roll 100, 200 maps together for mods that you are looking for Scarabs that you want to put on them, and just go with Alk and Co kind of strategies. Don't do Delirium, don't do this kind of stuff, because you will take a death every few maps, and you're gonna not have a good leveling experience if that's the case. So when I'm gonna push to 100, which I'll most likely do solo with this build, I'll roll things differently and just make sure that I've got. Okay, goodbye.
To me, Exile.
Not that this is a particularly good showcase, as Elder is extremely easy content at this point. Oh, look. Let's ID it for the video.
So that was
Purity
the
of
Elder.
Elements, Consecrated
What
Ground. I think
terror,
Consecrated Ground is probably
monstrous
worth
power.
25C or
We
something like
must
that.
find a way to defeat it, Exile.
I can't do this just
We
yet.
seem to have driven it from this world.
We don't want any of
There
that
must
trash.
be a way to defeat it for.
Alright, and then Sirus. Oops. Misclick. Sirus, and we're done. What's the order? This, oops. Get out of there. This, that, this, right? Yeah.
Did you really think this would work?
Sirus is an interesting fight because I feel like it's just something that you end up learning
you
rather than you're really out DPSing him or whatever. If you know the fight, it's fairly simplistic. Obviously, more DPS makes it easy, but there's a lot of RNG involved with the storms from my experience with them. I've probably killed them a few hundred times on different builds.
Perhaps the suffering of my fellow
And the storm RNG
citizens
can make
will
this fight
finally
a 2-minute
stir
fight, or it can be a 10-minute fight, depending on when he decides to sit in the storms and where the storms are and where they move. You do have some agency in where they move around, but overall,
a real challenge.
it's something
You
where
finally caught my attention.
you kind of just need to pay attention to where he's going. There's phase 1. I'm going to go ahead and try and get the storm to kite down here, and I'll just watch him until he jumps out of it, and then we'll get back into the fight. And for this one I won't use any flasks, so I've got flask charges for the 3rd section of the fight. And of course he's going to be in the storm for me here. Yep. Hello? No idea why I was taking damage there. There we go.
The others found strength in their projections. They became reliant on them. I am not so foolish.
So we're just kind of watching for what the main Sirus guy is doing. Alright. And now we'll let him push the storm this way, and hopefully he comes this way, instead of trying to cuck us again. I'd say the content is easy, it's just annoying is probably the right word for it. Give it another 5 seconds, okay. As soon as you hear that when you're that far away,
Really
you can move back in.
enough to warrant all this pain.
So, try and dodge what he was doing there. Dive beam, dodge that. Okay. He's dead here. I don't know why he did that. Okay. And again, we're going to go ahead and kite him up here. So, I like to stand on the edge, let it kind of bump me away, and then stand right outside the circle there. And he should come back. And usually, as soon as he fires something at you here, you can either kite him back once, or you can go right in. I'll go right in. Okay, he's good. So I'm going to drop a ball here. Try and burst him down real quick. Didn't quite get him. So there he is. He's dead.
I felt something.
And we got an Awakener Orb for our trouble. Alright, and that about does it, folks. So, if you got any questions, feel free to ask. Happy to help. Other than that, have a good rest of your day.